we say how equilibrium changes when both demand and supply change in the market. Changes in market equilibrium. Now I am taking the double shift. Both demand and supply curves now they are shifting. In our last lesson we said when only demand changes or only supply changes, what happens to the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity? Now I am going to say, if income of the consumers, I say income increases and then cost of production decreases. Now by ourselves we have to decide, we have to know which curve will be shifting due to change in income and due to change in cost of production. Sometimes students what they do, when cost increases or decreases they shift demand. That's the wrong concept. So due to increase in income, which curve will shift in which direction? Demand will shift rightward for the normal growth. Okay. See over here. This is market demand of a product, this is market supply. This is the equilibrium point before the change in income and cost of production. Alright? So when income increases, demand curve will shift rightward. It is shifting rightward. This is not the end of the whole story because another factor is also there. When cost of production decreases, which curve will shift in which direction?
Supply curve and right.
Yes. Now the supply curve will shift rightward or downward due to fall in the cost of production. This is the new supply curve. Okay. Now where new demand and supply are intersecting to each other, this is their point of intersection. This is the new equilibrium point. Alright. What happens to equilibrium quantity? It has increased. Okay. Definitely, as we see, both demand and supply curves they are shifting rightward. So equilibrium quantity in the market that is increasing. Now what about the equilibrium price? Do you think it will increase, decrease or will remain same? Okay, a slight increase in our case. Now usually there is an MCQ in the exam. What does it say? When demand and supply shift rightward, do you think equilibrium price will change? We say it is uncertain. There is uncertainty about the change in price when both demand and supply they shift in the same direction. Like now both are shifting rightward, so definitely quantity will be traded more. But when the demand and supply shifts are equal, there will be no change in price. When supply and demand shifts both are equal, price will not change. And when demand shift is greater than supply, there will be increase in price. And when supply shift is greater than demand, there will be fall in price, equilibrium price. So it depends upon the relative shift of demand and supply whether equilibrium price will increase or decrease. That's why we say it is uncertain to say whether equilibrium price will change or not. But definitely, what is the definite change? That is the equilibrium quantity will definitely be increasing. Okay. Now you can also take an example where income falls. Now any external factor, non-price factor can cause a shift in demand and supply. I am taking income. For example, you can take the price of competitors that is falling. The same effect will be there. Now when income falls and tax increases, you can say tax is imposed or cost of production is going to increase. So what happens in this case? I say this is the previous demand, this is previous supply. We had this equilibrium point before any change. Now when income falls, demand goes down due to fall in income, and when any tax is imposed or cost of production is increased, supply will shift leftward. Okay. Now new equilibrium is here at E2. But definitely equilibrium quantity is falling. Again we say whether there is change in price or not. It depends upon the relative shifts. In this case, supply shift is greater than demand, and still price is increasing. But if both the shifts are equal, both demand and supply shifts are equal, there will be no change in the price. Okay? So when both demand and supply curves, they are moving in the same direction, there is uncertainty about the change in price, but definitely equilibrium quantity will be changed. Okay? Now in this case we have shifted rightward both demand and supply, and in the lower case we shifted both curves leftward. Now come towards the opposite shifts. What do you mean by opposite shifts? When demand increases and supply decreases, what happens? Now find it. Say over here, income increases and cost also increases. Cost of production is also increasing. So what happens in this case? This is demand, this is supply. Before any change we had this equilibrium point, equilibrium quantity and equilibrium price before any change. Now due to increase in income we find demand will shift rightward. Due to increase in income, demand shifts rightward. And when cost of production is also increasing, the supply will shift leftward. You find it over here, a leftward shift of the supply curve. New equilibrium point is E2, where new demand and new supply, they are intersecting to each other. So this is the new equilibrium point. You can say here we find P2. What about equilibrium quantity? Will it decrease or increase? In this case, we say it is not changing because shift and demand and supply are equal. How much demand has shifted rightward? By the same amount quantity has shifted leftward, and there is no change in equilibrium quantity, but definitely equilibrium price has increased. There is no ambiguity related to price when two curves are shifting in opposite direction, but it is uncertain to say whether equilibrium quantity will increase or decrease. If supply shift is more than demand, then definitely equilibrium quantity will fall. And if demand shift is more than supply, then equilibrium quantity will increase. So when two curves they are shifting in opposite direction, there will be change in price and there will be uncertainty about equilibrium quantity. Clear or not? Should I draw the flow diagram for this purpose when demand falls and supply increases? Same thing will happen, that price will fall and equilibrium quantity will be uncertain. You can do it yourself at home. I want to start price elasticity of demand diagram. Because demand shift is more than supply. Alright. This is about our changes in equilibrium. when both curves are shifting from one side to another. Now, I am going to start my new topic about price elasticity of demand. Just an introduction about the price elasticity of demand. Do you know what is the meaning of elasticity?
Tendency to change.
Yes, very good. Do we have any elastic human behavior or inelastic human behavior?
Elastic.
In our case, price elasticity of demand. In our book, we write it as a PED, price elasticity of demand. Elasticity means what? Flexibility, stretchability. In physics, you might have studied about the meaning of elasticity. Right now, we say we find the human behavior either it is flexible or inflexible. Human beings, they are responding to the change in any stimulus. Like if I say tomorrow is a test, some students, they are very flexible, they prepare for it. And just by saying one time, they are giving a good test. Very elastic behavior, they are responding very well. They are getting very good result in their test. And what is happening most of the cases, I am asking for a test again and again, but none of the student is responding to give a test. But that is called inelastic or irresponsive behavior of the students. So human behavior that shows responsiveness to change in any stimulus. If anyone is going to scold on you, what happens? Tries on you, what happens? You will be giving your response to that stimulus. So human behavior is having the responsiveness in their attitude. So when we talk about demand, talk about over here, this is also demand curve. And another demand I am going to draw. This is also demand curve. Both are the demand curves. By looking at these diagrams, you can see this is a flatter one, this is a steeper one. Now see how they are responding to the change in price. This is P1, this is Q1. You can say this is price 10 and 50 units are demanded at this price. This is now P1 and this is Q1. When price goes to 9, here we find 60. Here the price is P2, this is Q2. What is happening in this case? Look here, this is a triangle. Look at the geometry of this diagram. We are finding this small triangle. Manu, this perpendicular is showing us the changing price. This perpendicular. Whereas the base of this triangle is showing us changing quantity. Okay? A small change in price will bring more change in quantity demand by the consumers in this case. So this is an elastic behavior in which a small change in price is bringing more change in quantity demand. This is an elastic behavior. Now, talk about this demand curve. Again, I am taking 10 and 50. This is P1, this is Q1. Now, in this case, I am going to increase the price of the product. The price moves on to 15. This is P2 now.
Greater change price.
Okay. This is 41. Again, we are finding a triangle in this case. And there are two rectangles as well. One rectangle and another rectangle. See over here, the change in price, in this case, change in price is greater than the change in quantity demanded. Here, the price is increasing by more percentage, but the quantity demanding is responding very less to that change in price. It is decreasing, quantity demand is decreasing, both demand curves are downward sloping. But how this demand is responding to the change in price rather than this demand curve? This is called the degree of responsiveness of demand due to percentage change in price of the product. What is price elasticity of demand? That shows degree of the degree of responsiveness of the quantity demanded due to proportionate change in price of the product. Proportionate change in the price of product at ceteris paribus, when other factors are kept constant. At ceteris paribus. Alright? How much in percentage quantity demand is responding to the change in price? If we talk about here, price elasticity of demand is what? Percentage change in quantity due to percentage change in price. Can you find the percentage by yourself? How much is the percentage change in quantity demanded in this case? Can you find?
Yes, sir. The different sizes को consume वाले से बढ़ते हैं.
Very good. Find it out. Find everyone. I write over here percentage change in quantity, that is change in quantity over original quantity 200. How much is the change in quantity? Q2 minus Q1. This is Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 into 100. Which one is Q2? 60. 60 minus 50 over 50 into 100. 10 over 50 into 100. This is 20% increase in quantity demanded. And how much is the change in price? Percentage change in price. If you find percentage change in price, that is change in price over original price into 100. So P2 minus P1 over P1 into 100. So P2 is what? 9. 9 minus 10 over 10 into 100. So it comes minus 1 over 10 into 100. What is the answer? Minus 10%. Keep it in mind, as price is falling, its percentage change is negative. In this case, if you will be finding the quantity percentage, it will be negative form. Now put the values in this above formula. How much is percentage change in quantity? 20% divided by 10%. What is the answer now? Minus 2. What is the answer? Minus sign or negative sign is telling us both price and quantity demanded, they are inversely related. Now ignore this minus sign and look at the absolute value of elasticity. It is 2. Now if this value is greater than 1, we say it is an elastic demand. What is the meaning of 2? If price decreases by 1%, quantity demand will increase by 2%. The degree of responsiveness of demand is greater than the percentage change in price of the product. Here demand is very much responsive. This product is price sensitive. If price slightly goes down, consumers will be responding too much. They are increasing demand by more proportion as price falls. This is an elastic demand, very responsive demand. A small change in price will bring a more change in quantity demand. Follow my point, sir? Can you find the elasticity of this demand curve by yourself? Find the percentage change in quantity and divide it by the percentage change in price. Do it yourself. And let me know what will be the answer. What's the answer now? Percentage change in quantity. How much it is? Minus 20%, because it is now 40 minus 50. Minus 10 over 15 to 100. How much it is? And how much is percentage change in price? 50%. It is up now. By the same way as we did earlier, now divided percentage change in quantity due to percentage change in price. How much is change in quantity? Minus 20% over 50%. What is the answer now? Minus 2 by 5, which is equal to minus 0.4. Again, negative sign is telling us price and quantity demanded, they are inversely related with each other. Now, what is the absolute value? That is 0.4. So, it is less than 1. It is inelastic demand. What it is? Inelastic demand. What does it mean by inelastic demand? If price increases by 1%, quantity demand will decrease by 0.4%. Proportionately, quantity demand is responding less to the change in price of the product. It is less responsive as compared to the first one. Follow? So that's why we say it is inelastic demand, it is elastic demand. This is the one side of elasticity we did right now. Tomorrow I will be doing the other things related to elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand, and we will be able to do complete our price and demand by tomorrow. Alright, so that's all for today. See you in the next class with the rest of the things to be done. Thank you.